I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what President Trump insists the U.S. deal with Iran demands, posting on Truth Social. Iran's agreed to high-level nuclear inspections long into the future, which Iran disputes. The day after the president warned he'll do what he has to do.
If Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving.
The president's post also maintains funds for the U.S. that is released for Iran will be controlled by the U.S. and used by Iran to buy food and medical supplies exclusively from the U.S., though Iran also disputes that today. The foreign ministry insists they'll decide how to spend any funds the U.S. unfreezes. And Fox's Trey Yingst reports.
President Trump just moments ago posted to Truth Social saying 19 million barrels of oil flowed out of the Hormuz Strait yesterday. He goes on to say an all-time record. Oil prices are tumbling down and the world is a much safer place.
And oil, meanwhile, is slightly higher today, but WTI is only about $10 a barrel higher than before the Iran conflict sent oil and gas prices surging. It's up to 7 people in custody now, and the plot the FBI thwarted to attack the UFC event on the White House lawn earlier this month.
2 more men have been arrested by the FBI, this time in Missouri and Washington State. Prosecutors allege the plot called for explosive-laden drones to strike near the White House before sniper teams opened fire on attendees.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson at the White House. It's primary day in Maryland, Utah, and New York, where this is a big question.
So just how influential is New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani? We're about to find out. Multiple Mamdani-backed candidates are hoping to bring their agenda to Congress, including fellow Democratic Socialist Daria Liza Avila Chevalier and Claire Valdez.
That's Fox's Doug Luzader. There are also runoffs in South Carolina. President Trump likes the Republicans running for governor so much he endorses both. A big trade in the NBA ahead of the draft tonight. The Milwaukee Bucks sending star Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat for players and draft picks. America's listening to Fox.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
You just have to eat kale. Kale.
I read you should put butter in your coffee.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your energy, digestion, and overall health, how do you know what's actually right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to show what's going on inside you right now. Not trends, not guesses, your biology. With your results, Viome gives you clear, personalized, actionable guidance. Which foods help you, which ones don't, and which supplements your body actually can benefit from. All based on the world's largest gut health databases and thousands of clinical research studies. Many people who use Viome report better digestion, more energy, and an improved mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing.
And maybe still eat the kale?
Maybe. Learn more at Viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
And eat everything blue.
No, thank you.
The manhunt continues in the Kansas City area for the gunman who went on a shooting spree on a highway last week, firing into cars, killing 1 person, wounding 4 others. In Northern California, shots rang out in a quiet library.
It happened at around 5:15 p.m. The Butte County Library in Chico, California was open when a man shot and killed 2 adults. A child is hospitalized with what are being called minor injuries. Gunshots and screaming can be heard in a 911 call. Chico police set up a perimeter around the building. Some went in. The suspect fled out the back where other officers were waiting and made the arrest, recovering 1 gun with no shots fired. The police chief says there's no ongoing threat to the public. Chris Foster, Fox News.
A cruise nightmare is finally over.
Federal health officials confirmed the end of a hantavirus quarantine for the last 8 of the American passengers who were evacuated from a Dutch cruise ship hit by a deadly outbreak. 18 were sent to the National Quarantine Unit in Omaha, Nebraska in early May, with some later allowed to return to their home states under agreements to be closely monitored. But the final 8 remained in Omaha for the full 6-week quarantine period, the longest amount of time it's been known to take for symptoms of hantavirus to appear. Other passengers had been evacuated and quarantined in other countries. The outbreak sickened 13 people, killing 3 of them, including 2 Dutch passengers believed to have been the first infected while visiting South America. Lisa Brady, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are falling. Nearly 200 points for the Dow, nearly 800 for the NASDAQ. A star shines at soccer's World Cup.
Messi! History in Dallas! 40 years to the day since Diego Maradona scored the hand of God. Lionel Messi scores the goal to make him the World Cup's all-time leading scorer.
And then Messi scored again, leading Argentina past Austria 2-0 on Fox, giving him 18 career World Cup goals, a record. Kylian Mbappe, only 2 back of that record. He scored twice for France in a win over Iraq. Norway and Algeria also won. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Champaign County Court administrators spent the weekend preparing for a new initiative aimed at reducing the local case backlog. That plan includes scheduling adjustments, expanded use of remote hearings, and streamlined case management procedures. They say the goal is shorten wait times for both civil and criminal cases. 2 people dead after severe weather hitting Jefferson County in downstate Illinois. Storms rolled through the region this weekend. Authorities say 2 people died after 2 homes destroyed near Dixon, Mount Vernon. 5 other people were sent to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. That's a record year for tornadoes in the state. Illinois already setting those records, as we mentioned. They say the state's experienced at least 147 tornadoes so far this year. It breaks the previous record of 142 set back in 2024. Illinois also leads the country in tornadoes, according to the data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, June 23. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier. And I got to be honest, I was kind of jacked up to see the story about the head basketball coach in Michigan saying he's leaving. I've been rooting for that since he came. The guy's ridiculous. Dusty May, that's his name.
Yeah.
He came from Florida. He led Florida Atlantic. Who? Florida Atlantic. Okay. He led them to the Final Four a number of years ago. And then he gets a dang Michigan job where we love Juwan Howard. He never did beat Illinois in how many years he was at Michigan. Yeah, so we liked how it was status quo. And then Dusty May comes in here and takes him to a national championship with Michigan this last April. Anyway, he's out. He's going to the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know how much he's getting. I know that he was apparently looking for a way at some point to jump to the NBA because of the NIL stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would fall in love with NIL except when your team gets the best players.
That's right.
And that's,
all the time. So,
but when he was doing an interview after they won the title, he said, well, I got this guy, but I really didn't because I have to talk to his agent.
Yeah.
And they never got him because the agent was ridiculous.
I see.
So it's you got, I want to come here, but then you work the numbers.
Right.
It sounds so weird. These are student athletes, man.
I thought you went to college and school to get an education.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just grumpy old man. What?
Where's the chemistry lab? What? I mean, remember the Miami quarterback playing against Indiana for the national title? And they asked the Miami quarterback who was in the national title with Indiana this last, whenever they played the national title. He said, well, how is it on campus? I mean, what do the students say? He said, I graduated 2 years ago.
Oh.
Well.
Oops. Don't they? Hold on, cut. Could you edit?
Yeah.
Could we edit that? Yeah, of course you're a student athlete. You're going to school, right? What are you taking, bowling?
Wow, okay.
I took a bowling class. Is that what you're in? Anyway, it's what it is what it is. But if you don't play, you lose. You don't keep your job. The staff doesn't keep their job. You got to be and get the best players. Work with the agents. Give them a lot of money. Nobody really knows. You hear rumors about how much somebody got. We don't know.
You're right.
Very difficult to absolutely guarantee. The only number I have going on is Coleman Hawkins 2 years ago told me he was getting $600,000.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
No.
I'll take that.
12-month.
I could get by in that, no problem.
12-month year, if you did that, it's $300 an hour at 40 hours a week, so not bad.
You did the math?
Yeah. All right.
Of course he did, Greg.
We go check our weather brought to you by, it's lawyer money, man. And
it is.
And don't
beyond that almost.
Don't be thinking all lawyers make that kind of money. They do not.
Right.
No, they don't. No.
Checking kind of average salaries. Like an average salary for a doctor is what?
$250,000.
I was going to say around $250,000 too.
It's about $400,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And if you're...
But think about the amount of insurance you got to carry on yourself.
Well,
right?
the malpractice stuff.
That stuff. Yeah.
If you're a specialist, you can make seven figures.
Okay.
Oh, easily, yeah.
If you're way up there in the brain surgery area. But, lawyers, I think average lawyer makes $160. And, you think it'd be more? And obviously many do, but the average is that low. So, yeah, I check numbers. Weather brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. It's our meteorologist, Greg Solier. Dare I say it's a good day before more rain tomorrow?
Yeah, there's more rain showing up. Iffy tomorrow, better chance tomorrow night, and even Steven to Thursday gets to better than even odds by Friday. But probably, I guess, some might need the rain. But the conundrum is you go from this very cool, comfortable setup around here, temperature-wise, and all of a sudden you just throw the switch and you're pushing 90, 93, 94 degrees. Muggy overnight lows as well, and sometimes even with the newer methodologies in corn development and soybean, the seedling development and all that, those roots can't keep up sometimes, even sitting in all that shallow water. They don't really dig and don't have to dig deep to look for moisture to begin with. So this is going to be a sudden change for everybody, both working the back 40 and sitting in the back 40 around here, and probably some pretty rapid drying as well, where you get that crusting going on as well with this change in weather. It'll be with us the better part of next week, but it's going to finally feel like late June and early July here in East Central Illinois. In the meantime, another comfortable start to workday proceedings, 59 at Willard and Savoy, slight north wind there, 55 over at Milford to 62 at St. Louis, back up to 56 over at Kankakee, 60-ish at the Brickyard, 59 over at Effingham. As mentioned in the report, record-setting number of tornadoes leading the country in the cleanup and recovery from the latest rounds. Springfield to I-70 and points east-northeast underway, where the severe weather will play out and has been over the western half of the plains the past couple of days. None of that for now expected around here. Sunny, pleasant, 75 with just a couple of mid-level cloud patches as the day wears on. Light north wind, another comfortable tonight fair, and night for about 54-degree lows. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, and there's a small chance for a shower late in the day, much of the day dry, the high near 80. A couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm over half the area first half of tomorrow night with a low down to 61. 50-50 on the rainfall chances here for the day on Friday. Make that Thursday, partly sunny skies, and a high up to 82. Then Friday, better than even odds. Showers, thunderstorms, morning and afternoon, and everything up, probably another half to 1 inch expected on those three separate weather systems. Friday, high of 78. Lingering thunderstorm chance, partly sunny, getting warmer, getting more humid for the day. Saturday at 83, getting very warm and humid. We'll flirt with 90 on Sunday, make 90 on Monday with low to mid 90s. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, heat index values past 100 with muggy overnight lows in the 70s. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, buddy, thank you so much. ESPN 93.5 off and running. Again, I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Want to talk about Chicago and the violence up there? We'll do that.
Okay.
Giannis from Milwaukee finally gets traded.
That's right. Going to the Heat.
Miami Heat. They give, I think, 4 NBA players and 3 first-round draft picks.
And Kasparas Giacochonis is part of that deal.
Former Miami Heat now headed toward the Bucks.
Okay.
Kasparas Giacochonis, who played here for a minute a number of years ago. Two? Yeah. Yeah, Will Riley.
Was it 2?
I think it was. It's impossible to keep track. We have more in the NBA than I can ever remember, by the way.
That's true.
We have quite a few out there.
And then we've got one more, at least, tonight. And possibly in the top 5 for Keaton Wagler.
Possibly in the top 5. I have a little bit that Jeremy Warner got interviewing Keaton Wagler out in New York.
Yes.
And, so we'll see what he's thinking. But the guy still... he's just calm.
Yeah.
That's what he was when he played basketball.
I know it.
He just looks like, okay, are you excited? Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, well, you don't look it. The clock is on. It's probably 11 hours, and he's a millionaire.
It's probably a better look than the way I'm totally, you know what I mean?
What do you got in your hands? I got a catalog of everything in the world I can buy. It's just so level-headed.
Right.
The kid, this is one example of you just know after tonight he's good for, I don't know, somebody down the road could mess it up, but generations. Mm-hmm. He's good for generations because his parents will invest the money.
That's right.
And you can be real good at $2 million if you know what to do with it.
That's right.
For generations, if you take care of it and are smart. Mm-hmm. If you think it's going to keep coming and I'm cool, I got an entourage, I got to take care of them, then it probably won't because you twist your knee and somebody lets you go, they pay whatever they have to pay to get rid of you, and then you have that, but then you're going to come back and all these. It's just, there's not very many professional sports people, I would say under 50%, that truly take care of their money. Probably a really slim number, believe it or not. Because, man, when you're up there, it's feeling good, I got a lot. And then after the government, and
Get a couple cars, get a nice house.
If you get somebody you can trust to really account and say, this is what you're going to spend and this is what you're going to save, and you stick to it, then you're probably good.
That's the key right there.
All right, let's check your sports headlines.
Well, we touched on Keaton. I'm so excited. And ABC tonight, and again, we're expecting the lottery pick projected in the top 5.
I mean, it could be 6, 7, 8, but it's going to be top 10 for sure.
So now with Dusty May, who was the coach at Michigan, agreeing to coach the Dallas Mavericks, we've kicked around Dallas Mavericks for Keaton before, but that's
apparently they're the 9th pick.
8 or 9.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't think Keaton will be around then.
Gotcha.
And will the 3 stars from Michigan that are expected in the top 15? Will Dusty take one of them instead of? Don't remember the guy's name, Luxembourg or whatever his name is. Probably the number 1 Michigan guy. He's projected at 12. Will Dusty take him at 9? I don't know. Anyway, it changes the whole thing.
That's right. I was just looking at Turkey, and when they take on the United States at 9 o'clock on Thursday night.
Turkey apparently has years ago.
They rebranded in 2022.
They didn't tell me. So Turkey plays USA.
It's Turkey.
It's Turkey taking on USA for confusion's sake. Sears Tower, not Willis Tower.
Okay.
Let's just stay with the basics, people.
I get what you're saying.
My goodness. The point of communication is to help people understand. Turkey A does not help that.
They didn't want to be associated with that bird.
It's always Bombay, not Mumbai, whatever. But, I'm sorry.
Good luck with the rebranding.
I'm old school. Come on, people. Turkey doesn't mean negative in Turkey. What the heck? I'd never thought of Turkey as a turkey.
Winner take all. Game 3 College World Series has Oklahoma University beating North Carolina 13-2 yesterday.
Yeah, it was one of those easy ones where you're breathing good the whole game.
Mm-hmm. We have the Cubs canceled yesterday or postponed. There's a doubleheader tomorrow that we'll hear, a day game and evening game on US 105.9.
2 games in a row getting rained out. That's unusual.
We'll be taking on the New York Mets with a 6:10 start over on US 105.9. Cardinals win? Yep. Let's get more details.
Too late. We're going to have to work on that.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I had all the other fluff stuff.
Right.
I should have kicked with that.
That's okay. We'll get the Cardinal recap because another solid win. The Cardinals now 8 over 500. But as Stevie J has told you, it's coming down to these 14 games before the All-Star break with Atlanta, the Cubs, and Milwaukee. There's 14 games of those 3 teams. So if they're still around at All-Star break, Cardinals could be a playoff team, probably wild card. I think the Milwaukee Brewers are probably pretty locked up. Cubs could get hot again. They've been hot twice with 10-game winning streaks.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, when they fall off the wagon, they kind of fall off the wagon. So I don't know what's up. They need a little more consistency. I know they've been plagued like a lot of teams with injury, but that's just kind of part of that whole deal. Okay, we check your weather brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. If you need a free evaluation, you can call them because you're probably doing color copies and all that, and they're local and they're terrific with service. Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428. Again, I've got some clips more about Dusty May leaving the Michigan Wolverines. Yahoo! He's just too good to be in the conference. Didn't care for him. 7:19, all that coming up.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois. Champaign and Benevent Saturday. A mostly sunny, pleasant day's worth of weather ahead. Up to 75 this afternoon. Light north wind. Night fair cool down to 54. Light northeast to east wind. Or increasing cloudiness. Small chance for shower late in the day. Highs up near 80. Light southeast to south winds will prevail. Tomorrow night, couple of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Low down to 61. And even Steven odds 50-50 on the shower and thunderstorm chances both morning and afternoon. On Thursday, partly sunny. Highs up to 82. Winds will turn back into the north. Showers and thunderstorms are likely Friday. Batch of the morning, batch for the afternoon. The high near 78. Lingering thunderstorm and shower chances. Partly sunny for the day on Saturday. That's the northbound warm front at 83 there. Here comes heat and humidity. Sunday through the at least mid stretch of next week. Partly cloudy on Sunday up to 88 there. 90 with a hot and humid Monday. And low to mid-90s for Tuesday. 80s and muggy overnight lows down into the 70s. Heat index values past 100. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the college is paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The global tech sell-off that pushed the Nasdaq lower yesterday is continuing this morning with renewed concerns about artificial intelligence spending. SpaceX is borrowing money to take care of a previous loan and possibly will use the money for other projects. But the size of that loan, $20 billion, is concerning. CFRA Research senior analyst Keith Snyder is recommending investors sell SpaceX stock. Crude oil futures are retreating as investors monitor developments in the U.S.-Iran situation. Brent crude down to $77 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate down to $73. Luxury sports car maker Porsche could be cutting jobs. Porsche is now investing in gas-powered and hybrid models after delaying the rollout of all-electric vehicles. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Buying and selling a home at the same time can feel overwhelming, but Abby and her experience with the Nate Evans Group turned what could have been stressful into something smooth and reassuring. In her 5-star review, Abby says that from start to finish, Nate and his team were responsive, easy to work with, and always willing to go the extra mile.
Lots of options and ways to attract more buyers to sell your home for the most money possible, and so well connected to this market. It's Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty, a friend you can trust. 217-239-7113. It's pretty cool to look at that secret list of homes. You've got that coming soon program. Even if you want to find out about some of the new developments going up before other buyers are aware of them and thinking of something new with the top builders in the region, yep, Nate Evans can hook you up. Just do an online search to Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person. Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
Hi, Mom. Just getting ready to board the plane. No, I'm out of Bloomington, Central Illinois Regional Airport. It's convenient, in and out, short lines, free parking. They fly Allegiant direct to Florida. No, I stopped at their Jetstream Cafe and Bar, got a fresh made smoothie and a burger, but the sandwiches and pizza looked really good. I'm set. I know, Mom. See you shortly. Can't wait to see you too.
Book low-fare Florida vacations on Allegiant at Sierra.com and give Mom a hug for me.
Sierra.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
ESPN 93.5, 725. Keaton Wagler's a millionaire as of... When's the first pick? 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Anyway, it's like 12 hours.
Right.
So good for him. Happy for him. Not jealous. Happy. Exciting. What you can accomplish from Shawnee, Kansas. Coming into Illinois last summer at this time, 12 months ago.
Yes.
There was no guarantee this kid was going to play, let alone be Keaton Wagler.
Now, I remember Kylan Boswell saying he's special. He's got some gifts. I think Kylan had to, sit out, or was he injured or something, so that he got a unique perspective of how Keaton played.
Well, he was injured during the Purdue game, so Keaton did have to step up. We needed more.
Right.
So, but Kylan Boswell said now he can play now.
Yeah.
And he kind of raised his eyebrows on the team,
right.
and I remember going, is he just encouraging him, or is he serious?
If Kylan spots something special, this guy must have something.
Well, he did.
And he did.
And then you got to give Tyler Underwood, Brad's the head coach. I mean, you got to give him credit for giving him the keys to the car in December and said, you're our guy. And he hadn't turned 19 yet. He's 18.
That's right.
You're giving the keys of the University of Illinois to Keaton Wagler. And guess what? It was the right decision. Unbelievable.
Right now, Washington Wizards have first pick, Utah Jazz, Memphis Grizzlies, Chicago Bulls at number 4.
Maybe he goes to Chicago. I don't know, kids.
I don't know either. But we talked about the Dallas Mavericks, and they're number 9.
Yeah.
Coached by Dusty May of Michigan.
Got some of that coming up. First, Jeremy Warner, 247 Sports, caught up with Keaton, I think, last night.
It's just like to be here. What have you been able to enjoy so far?
Yeah, it's crazy being here. It feels like it was so far away, and now it's finally here. But I'm definitely super excited. Just very nice city. I got to go around, go to Times Square and see some cool things. But yeah, it's super excited.
Is there anything about this process that's you've been able to savor while you've been going through it, or has it just been a whirlwind?
I definitely say kind of just meeting a bunch of new people and making connections. Being able to work out. I only went to Chicago and LA, but being able to work out and just kind of see kind of what it's like in NBA facilities is really cool.
Kid, you ever one of the more underrated prospects, one of the big names now? Does that change your mindset at all, or has it always been consistent?
I kind of keep it the same. I still play with a chip on my shoulder each game, and continue just to want to prove myself to anyone out there. But yeah, I mean, mindsets. I feel like you just can't change your mindset when something goes good, because you never know. So you just got to keep it the same.
What's your feelings going into tomorrow? How do you feel? Would you get your suit? All that stuff. How did you prepare for tomorrow?
Yeah, I got the suit ready. Hopefully the shoes make it. I don't know if they will, but hopefully they do. But yeah, no, I'm super excited. It's gonna be fun to be surrounded by all my family and coaches and just everyone. It'll be awesome to hear my name called and walk across the stage.
No kidding. I'm sure Brad Underwood will be there.
Wonder if he forgot his shoes?
No. He just has a second team shoe. I mean, he's got this one's coming from Alan Edmonds or whatever.
Okay.
And then he'll...
he said hopefully they'll arrive on time.
He ordered them. Probably ordered brand new shoes. And now he's got these if they don't come.
Okay.
Now, I'm all up in the wardrobe stuff, You have first and second teamers. Anyway, no, it's exciting. And, Brad was there for Casper Xhaka Jonas and Will Riley. And before that, Terrence Shannon. So, I mean, we've got people. Io DeSuma. I mean, Brad gets to fly to the draft a lot, which is pretty cool to be that high of a pick. And then Kylan Boswell's been whispered in the second round, like pick 44 or whatever.
Yeah.
So Kylan should get a chance. I mean, I think he'd be tough. But as far as, Keaton Wagler, remember when after he scored 46?
At Purdue in January.
And then remember what happened after that?
Kind of went through a dry spell?
No, let's just cream him. We'll beat him up.
Yeah.
Every game.
That's right. Everybody knew.
And he just
got to keep this guy from getting hot.
Yeah, so if you think that was hard, wait till you're trying to take a job from a 32-year-old man with a family.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be physical. And he needs to bulk up. He needs more of Fletch. And he will. And he's terrific. I mean, wow, it was fun. And we didn't expect it. Now it's changed. It's all, we better win a national title now.
That's right.
Good Lord. It's hard to win one. It's just hard, man. Everybody's good and got great players. We had a good matchup with the teams we played. We played really well. But now that's the other side of it. You want to be the team that everybody's looking at. Well, welcome to more pressure.
Well, Illinois assistant coach and son of Brad, Tyler Underwood, was the main recruiter for Keaton in the Kansas City
he liked
area.
him a lot.
Yeah.
Brad went to see Keaton, and the night before he had 36 points. When Brad watched him, he had 2, but they were doubling him. And he said, I was more excited after his 2-point performance than I was 36 because he made the right decisions. He slowed the game down. Pretty cool. All right, a little more on Dusty May and the shooting in Chicago. All of that next. ESPN 93.5, 7:30.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Massive oil tanker slowly moving through the Strait of Hormuz.
President Trump just moments ago posted to Truth Social saying 19 million barrels of oil flowed out of the Hormuz Strait yesterday. He goes on to say an all-time record. Oil prices are tumbling down and the world is a much safer place.
Fox's Trey Yinks in Tel Aviv. Oman and Iran stress their sovereign rights in their territorial waters in the Hormuz Strait. According to the joint statement, they are committed, they say, to ensuring safe passage through the strait. 2 more suspects under arrest linked to the alleged plot at the White House, the UFC 250 event.
Newly unsealed court records identified Jordan Rinker and William Faulkner as defendants 6 and 7. Investigators say Rinker played a supporting role, accepting $1,200 from alleged ringleader.
That is Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reporting this morning. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, 2 teens face murder charges after a Champaign shooting last week and left 1 dead, a teen there, another wounded. Police say a 17-year-old boy found shot June 15th near North McKinley and Paula Drive. A 16-year-old located nearby with a gunshot wound, both sent to hospitals. The 16-year-old died. Champaign County History Museum making America's 250th birthday with a special display of authentic Revolutionary era documents. The exhibit opened Friday through Sunday at the Champaign Public Library, featuring an 1840 copy of the Declaration of Independence, a 1776 issue of Thomas Paine's Common Sense, and dozens of other amazing artifacts. Urbana School District 116 crews worked through the weekend on scheduled summer maintenance projects ahead of the fall semester. Work includes classroom painting, HVAC inspections, and technology upgrades across multiple buildings. They say the projects are on schedule and will continue through July. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Let's check of our weather with our meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you this morning by Busey. For over 158 years, it's Busey, member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather for today. Increasing rainfall chances heightened over Thursday and Friday. It's a northbound warm front, heat and humidity, and a more typical early summer feel around here beginning Sunday, lasting the better part of next week. Enjoy the pleasant weather today. Mostly sunny and 75. Light north wind, fair, cool tonight, 54. Of our increasing clouds. Small chance for a shower late in the day. The high at 79 to 80. Down tomorrow night to 61. Couple of showers, thunderstorms through the early to mid-evening hours. And then Thursday, partly sunny. Couple of showers, thunderstorms are likely both morning and afternoon. They'll be scattered. The high around 82. Better than even odds at rainfall back in for Friday with a high near 78 degrees. Then on Saturday, lingering thunderstorm chance early and late. That's a northbound warm front at 83. And here comes the heat and humidity Sunday through at least mid next week with a high near 88 on Sunday and Monday. Weather getting going into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Overnight lows muggy in the 70s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm BMW,
Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champaign. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champaign is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
ESPN 93.5. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is June 23, but I had to look. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
We are days away from Tolono Fun Days. And the drone show is really trending. I was just noticing on social media how people are taking note of this on Friday night. I'm just wondering about the weather.
Well, then you knew about that.
That's right. So we'll just have to figure it out.
How many drones will be in the sky at once?
I believe it's 400.
Wow. That's
it's
amazing.
a company out of Michigan called Firefly. I want to say when we were hearing the update during the Tolono Fun Day volunteer board meetings that they used like a 900 square foot tarp or something. So we're like, whoa.
Taking off from there.
Right. And the village of Tolono has got some farmland. So we're going to use that as the staging area for this company that's coming in. And it's like West Walnut and Condit. And because we've told those neighbors in that area, in that neighborhood, that, you know, even though it's really cool that this is essentially in your backyard, it's almost like sitting in the front seat of the movie theater. You don't really
way
get
too high,
you don't really get the different formations and things like that because you're kind of like under it.
But it's all programmed and computered. I get it. But what happens if it's windy? Because they're certainly not very heavy, these drones.
Right.
But if it's windy, I would think that'd wreak some havoc.
You know, there was some sensory-friendly people saying, oh, this will be so much more quiet than the fireworks. But
just doing fireworks, still coming.
Fireworks are still coming on Saturday night for sure. But I don't know whether they're synchronized to music and things like that too, and whether they're bringing that. I mean, usually I provide a patriotic soundtrack for our Tolono Fun Day.
I think you'd have to have music with something like that.
I think they're hooking that
I don't know.
up,
I've never
so-
seen a drone show. Well, good for Tolono Fun Days.
Exactly.
All right, so Dusty May, the head basketball coach, I think he was a fantastic coach. Obviously did well with Michigan in 2 years. A lot of wins versus few losses, and won the national title back in April. And just, you know, real good team. They put together another real good team. They were going to be a top 5 team coming out of the gate. Mike Boynton, the assistant, who ironically took over for Brad Underwood as the head coach at Oklahoma State when Brad came here. So Brad will know him. So Mike Boynton is the new interim coach for Michigan because
Mike Boynton Jr., that's right.
You're not going to get a top flight guy now. It's too late. But there was word that Michigan spent $17 to $20 million on their basketball team.
Whoa.
So they obviously are stacked again, but how does that work without Dusty May? Well, here's Matt Norwender, who's an insider, who talked to Dusty right after he won the title in April and shed some light because Dusty said some things he knew but didn't report because it was off the record. So this tells you about everything you need to know about why Dusty May is leaving Michigan. Matt Norlander, a basketball insider who's not surprised.
Having sat down with Dusty May more than a week removed from winning the national championship back in the spring there, he's taken the NBA job, so now I can reveal this because he's gone. I did ask Dusty if he would leave for the NBA, if he could see himself leaving college basketball at some point in the upcoming years, and he did say yes at that point. Did we think we were going to get to the point where he was taking an NBA job in 2026? No, but I did think that if he was going to be able to keep Michigan consistently relevant, a top 10 team, I thought we'd be here in this spot next year because I think Michigan under Dusty May would have been one of the best teams in the country, obviously. So I'm not surprised to see this. It's not, these are champagne problems. Let me be clear about this. It's just not easy being a head coach of a power conference program, football or men's basketball, women's basketball, and college sports these days. There's just so much that comes with it. Now, some coaches are better equipped and wired to handle it than others. Dusty May is equipped and wired to handle it, but you're trading one set of problems for another by taking a crack and taking a swing at going to the NBA. So I'm not surprised whatsoever. Spoke to a source close to Dusty May just a short while ago, and it is the college environment that is pushing him to this decision. It's not an easy one. It's an extremely difficult one. He met with Dallas on Saturday when they made their final pitch and essentially offered him the job. He took all day Sunday to make that decision, decided late last night that yes, indeed, it would be the case, that he is going to take the Dallas job. He has not signed a contract at this point, I am told, but those things will get ironed out in the coming days. But ultimately, the state of college sports and where things are with a lack of guardrails and a lack of like really true firm infrastructure is a major catalyst, in addition to the obvious if you've got the chance to coach an NBA franchise and the Dallas Mavericks, Cooper Flagg could prove to be one of the 5 best players in the NBA by the end of his rookie contract, potentially, then why wouldn't you get that, take a swing at that way if offered the opportunity? So that's I know there's a lot there, but that's an overview of where we are here in the immediacy of the Dusty May news break.
Well, I like that. Can you name a college basketball coach that went to the NBA and was successful? Brad Stevens, Coach Butler, coached for a while. Now he's an executive with Boston Celtics.
Did Lon Kruger have success?
Didn't work out there, but he got $10 million.
Okay.
Did Fred Hoiberg, Chicago Bulls?
Okay.
No.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
Didn't work out. It's obviously different. You don't have to mess with the contracts. You can tell your ownership you want to keep so-and-so and you like to trade Kyrie Irving. He's kind of a problem, hard to deal with. He's got him now, so will he move out of Dallas? Anyway, I just think it's just different. I don't know. Because the players can get the coaches fired at that level.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't like you, that's a hard one, and yet you got to figure out how to not only coach them, but instead of demanding, it might be more suggestions. You're making $55 million a year. You're not telling me what to do. Give me the ball.
Got to get them some good snacks, Stevie J, just like your coaching.
Listen, it worked for me.
Soccer players.
It worked for me once. I could coach the FIFA thing.
There you go.
I'd bring the
World Cup soccer.
Cherry juice boxes. Worked back in the day. I'm sure it would work today.
Well, Michigan elevating.
Messi, come over here. Take a juice box and sit down. You're shooting too much. I need somebody else's leg to win one. Come on, Messi.
Okay.
What's your first name anyway?
Breaking some records.
Yeah, what's your first name, kid? Bob? What's it? I don't know.
And I've heard Lionel, I guess, is how they're saying it.
Who?
I always thought it was Lionel.
I don't know.
But that's just how it looks.
You know, some of the soccer stars like Messi gets like $150 million a year.
Man.
It's because it's a worldwide.
Right.
You know.
And I'm sure all the endorsements and stuff that too.
Most of that, I'm sure. But it's crazy.
But anyway, it looks like with this sudden coaching change for Michigan, it gives the Wolverines' current players a 15-day window to enter the transfer portal.
Well, who's got any roster spots or money left, right? And they're not going to get more than they're getting in Michigan.
Good point.
There might be somebody that has. I mean, right now you kind of have your team. They're in summer workouts. Everybody kind of thinks, well, I have a chance to play. But you bring in this point guard for Michigan, Goudet, he was MVP of the Final Four.
Huh.
Who wouldn't make room for that?
Right.
And this McKinney guy, who's a freshman in the Final Four, was outstanding in the final game. Who wouldn't take and make room? I mean, yeah, there'll be people. I have no idea who. I think Illinois is kind of set.
Well, and then there's who are the top external candidates being floated around. Billy Donovan is coming up, former Florida Gator and Chicago Bulls head coach.
You got to look at somebody who's not coaching now, because you can't get a current guy to leave what they've got. I mean, it's too late. So that's when they went the interim route. I mean, they're not going to do anything now. If they named an interim, if they hadn't named an interim, then you could go to John Beilein, a retired 73-year-old former really good coach of Michigan. Before Juwan Howard, it was John Beilein, who was fantastic.
Right.
And he could have handled that for a year, maybe.
Well, this kicks around Josh Schwartz, also a current St. Louis head coach, who was a close friend of May and has this up-tempo offensive scheme.
I don't think you make a hurried hire for Michigan's got to be a top 10 hire. I mean, it's a big-time gig. A lot of money, a lot of talent. Juwan Howard had athletes. He just wasn't great at attracting the best talent and wasn't great at coaching. So we like Juwan Howard. I wish they'd get him back. Give him another chance, people. Come on. Brad Underwood was 9-0 against Juwan Howard. We never lost.
Right.
We want to play Juwan Howard again.
That's right.
Okay, so that's that story. It's 7:44. Now in Chicago over the weekend, from Juneteenth last Friday through the weekend, an exorbitant amount of shootings. You know how many, if you go to heyjackass.com, it's actually a website. It has all the stats. How many U.S. soldiers have been killed this year for the United States? Now, we're talking helicopter class, self-inflicted, sickness, everything. It's like 250 soldiers, 262 or something. Chicago's had 208 deaths.
Oh, man.
You know how many have been wounded this year? United States soldiers have been, about 420 have been injured, shot. There's over 800 in Chicago that have been shot.
Oh, boy.
Alone, just shot. Every 4 hours and 50 minutes, somebody gets shot in Chicago. Every 20 hours, somebody gets shot and killed in Chicago.
Okay.
So what if, here's why it'll never happen where they'll accept, Governor Pritzker is running for president. Worst kept secret. Do you think he's going to align with Donald Trump and allow Donald Trump's National Guard to actually bring down the crime? Heck no. Why not? Heck no. I can't align with Donald Trump. What if it works?
Right.
How many funerals would you have if Donald Trump's National Guard moved in? Hasn't Washington? Hasn't Memphis? There have been a number of cities that have. I heard a guy in Memphis say the kids have been able to ride their bikes for the first time in a decade. They're riding around and we feel safe about it. Washington, D.C. is completely transformed. You can go to dinner at 9 o'clock. And you're going, well, what's... Yeah, I know. You can do that in Champaign, obviously, when it's a smaller community. But some of these big cities, it's very dangerous after dark. Mm-hmm. So people don't go out. So the restaurants don't get the business. All that stuff.
That's right.
So if you were to accept it, if the whole thing didn't matter and nobody had aspirations and you couldn't align and wasn't political, heck yeah, you take the help. It's failing in Chicago. All those funerals you wouldn't have if you had a safer city. What can you do about it? I don't know. Put National Guard in every corner. It's worked in Washington. I don't like that. Well, are you safe? I don't like it either. But my goodness, isn't it worth it? If you are doing what you can with fentanyl, you're having 20 to 25,000 less funerals. Isn't that worth it?
Yeah.
Every family suffers forever when that happens to them. So they're never going to do it because it's political. Again, if you were a bunch of AI robots, you'd say that makes sense. Let's get some help. No, you can't ask for help from Donald Trump because it might work. Do you know how much algae has been mentioned on TV, on every station?
On the reflective pool?
Because you got him. It's not working. It was vandalism. No, it wasn't. It's not working.
Right.
They love the failure. How can you root against something like a shiny reflecting pool, but they are down there and look at the algae and the blue's melting. Oh, look, we're going to test this water. What about Iran and the Straits of Hormuz and everything we have to really worry about? The price of gas. And they're going to reflect gleefully. How do you root against that? It's an amazing culture of anti-anything this president. And I think it'd be really nice to have a very pretty reflecting pool, but apparently the water source is the Potomac, and there's all kinds of Potomac from whatever happened in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Messed up the water. So their source is kind of messed up. It's going to take a lot to put millions of gallons in with a water hose or the garden hose. That's not going to work.
That's going to be quite a water bill.
You have infected water coming in is most likely the reason.
I see.
So it's pretty hard to have, I don't know, can you call Bob the pool guy?
Right.
Still out there, aren't there pool people? It's going to be very difficult to make this pretty by the 4th of July with all the water you're talking about.
Darn it. With America's 250.
The whole point is the joy that they're having with a failure.
Right.
And it's all, let's make sure he fails versus I hope less people die. But if he were allowed to go help Chicago, there would be less deaths. You put a whole bunch of them in Inglewood, which is kind of the hot pocket. It's on the west side. The west side.
There's just so many guns.
Well, there are, but they'll lay low, at least with the presence of people. They'll lay low and not be as active. And you might have some conflicts, and there might be people that will die from the gunshots from the National Guard. I don't know. I just think at this point, don't you just have to do something? And I don't know, honestly, I don't know exactly unless you infiltrate a couple of thousand people. I don't know what you can do to even slow it. Mm-hmm. It's just so unbelievably, it's sad because these mostly are black people dying. It's just so sad. 217-359-2255, the Fisher National Bank text line. You want to join in the conversation anyway along the way. We're going to come back at Greg's weather. Dr. Todd about fireworks and dogs.
Yes.
That's a tough one. Stand by.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Yeah, okay, so Larry Brown is what Chris texted in. I think that's correct. He won a national championship with the University of Kansas and Danny Manning back, I think, in '88. But that's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's almost 40 years ago. And I think he was a successful NBA coach. I don't think they won a title. But I think that's a good one, Larry Brown. I said, who's been successful from college into the pro?
Mm-hmm.
Larry Brown might be a good example there. Check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you could always book that back-to-school physical now and check that off your list. Find a convenient location near you at carl.org.
Everyone, let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign and Benham is Saturday, a mostly sunny, pleasant day's worth of weather ahead, up to 75 this afternoon. Light north wind. Night fair cool down to 54. Light northeast to east wind. Our increasing cloudiness. Small chance for shower late in the day. Highs up near 80. Light southeast to south winds will prevail. Tomorrow night, couple of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Low down to 61. And even Steven odds 50-50 on the shower and thunderstorm chances both morning and afternoon. On Thursday, partly sunny. Highs up to 82. Winds will turn back into the north. Showers and thunderstorms are likely Friday. Batch in the morning, batch for the afternoon. The high near 78. Lingering thunderstorm and shower chances. Partly sunny for the day on Saturday. That's the northbound warm front at 83 there. Here comes heat and humidity. Sunday through the at least mid stretch of next week. Partly cloudy on Sunday up to 88 there. 90 with a hot and humid Monday. And low to mid-90s for Tuesday. 80s and muggy overnight lows down into the 70s. Heat index values past 100. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Just looking up Larry Brown, it looks like it was Kansas in '88 and the NBA title for Detroit Pistons in '04.
I did not know that.
So,
that's a great example of one guy that won it all both places. That's hard. Good for him.
He's 85 now.
Wow.
You know, with me helping for the patriotic celebrations coming up for America's 250, I know the importance of volunteers. Well, they do that at Fisher National Bank, locally owned, a community bank serving Champaign and Vermilion counties. And they're your friends and neighbors taking a vested interest in the communities they serve. Last year alone, volunteering over 250 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National Bank shares in the success of a stronger community. Learn more at fishernational.com or any of the branches. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Hi, Mom. Just getting ready to board the plane. No, I'm out of Bloomington, Central Illinois Regional Airport. It's convenient, in and out, short lines, free parking. They fly Allegiant direct to Florida. No, I stopped at their Jetstream Cafe and Bar, got a fresh made smoothie and a burger, but the sandwiches and pizza looked really good. I'm set. I know, Mom. See you shortly. Can't wait to see you too.
Book low-fare Florida vacations on Allegiant at Sierra.com and give Mom a hug for me. Sierra.
Yes, it's our friend Dr. Todd Likens, the Pet Pro veterinarian, Madison, Kirby, and Champaign. How are you, my friend? You there, Todd? In the backwoods.
Yeah.
You heard him?
I didn't notice that. We talked about the fireworks and getting ready to go.
You there, bud?
I'm trying.
There you go. Keep the aluminum.
Stand in that doorway with the hanger in the air.
And remember the aluminum foil on your head. That's good too.
Yeah. I'm out here just look like Statue of Liberty here.
All right, let's get to it. Fireworks and pets. Our little 7-pound doggies just shake. That's why I take it a little out of 4th of July for us, because they're so afraid.
Yeah,
you have stuff you can give dogs that calm them, correct?
Yes, we do. We have a variety of things, and behavioral techniques too. We have our closet dogs that, thunderstorms and things like that, they go to their safe spot.
Mm-hmm.
Basements are great. You just have to mess with it. Playing our TV louder helps a lot too, so they don't notice all the booming as much.
At that point, they can feel the vibrations, can't they?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about trying to reduce their stress, and anymore. It's not just the 4th; it's going to be this upcoming week and the week after too.
Yep.
Generally, I like to start getting the medications in if we're going to do medicines about 4:00 in the afternoon, so that it's good and in effect by the time most people start around 9, and hopefully most everybody's done by 10 most times. So that should be a good medicine range.
How about
You also got to think too if you're traveling. So get your travel plans made. You may need medications for car sickness and things like that. Boarding reservations, and if you got boarding reservations, oftentimes you need to make sure the vaccines are up to date. All those things come into play.
I had a recommendation of distract with treats, like a frozen peanut butter Kong.
Yep. Yeah, anything they really like. I mean, we use a laser pointer sometimes. Our dogs just absolutely go gaga over laser pointers, and they get to run around chasing the laser pointer, and they forget about what else is going on around them.
Right.
Yeah, our dogs look at that and go, "Where's the presentation? I don't get it." Yeah, they're not into that. And the little 7-pounders are just different, having had big dogs all our lives. It's just the little guys are completely different, and I think they just think they're in the middle of some sort of battlefield and not sure what to do.
Right. And knowing that it's coming in the 9 o'clock hour, essentially, between 9 and 10, you could start to work your way up into, playing a classic rock radio station or having the TV louder in the 9 o'clock hour, making sure you let the dog out, in the 8 o'clock hour. So in case they do scurry off to a safe space or a secure place in your home, that they can make it for a while and hide out there for a while.
Go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, and I was going to say exercise, too, is great, in that earlier evening, the ball chasing and things. Just get them so they're a little more tired, so they're not as pent up.
Well, I think, too, please, people, if you know what's good for your home, don't give them anything with grease. Oh, my gosh.
Yes, personal experience there.
Yeah.
When you're grilling out for your picnics and everything, we had one of Taylor's dogs got behind the grill and got the grease trap. That dog was so sick in the middle of the night, had to go to the emergency room.
Oh dear!
So they can get pancreatitis so bad that even sometimes it's hard to make go away. I've had dogs die from pancreatitis before.
Boy.
Oh, goodness. Good
No,
tip.
it's and there's a whole...
Sometimes I'll do a little bacon grease if it's left over in the skillet and put it on the chow. Okay.
Grease is
Poor
just...
Olive. I didn't know she was hurting.
All you have to do is think of grease, think of their intestines and how it greases out from there, and enjoy.
Okay.
It's just brutal.
Yeah.
And hard to get that out. Hard to get that out.
And all the grilling and everything, you got to think about those bones, make sure the dogs don't get at them, things like that.
Okay. Dr. Todd, how can people connect with you?
Well, Miss Taylor's on the job at 217-355-5051. She was running the text line. I think Jillian's running the phones today. So we're a little slow on the phones because Jillian's got multiple tests, but we'll get there.
All right. We got it, partner. Good talking to you as always. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you guys.
It's Dr. Todd Likens, Pet Pro veterinarian at Madison, Kirby, and Champaign.
And you can always chime in, 217-359-2255.
Touched on the Dusty May thing. We touched on Giannis getting traded from the Milwaukee Bucks to Miami. Touched on violence in Chicago. Head shaker for me, how that's gone on. I've talked to Chicago police who told me they'll never get it back. I don't know how. power of prayer and a lot of presence, and then you have to go door to door. It's just untenable at this point. It's so sad. It is so sad because you talk about mostly black people. It's awful. Time for the news at 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
She got emotional on TV again. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Savannah Guthrie choked up on the NBC Today show with the latest update on her missing mother, Nancy.
I wanted to just take the opportunity to ask people to beg people to come forward. Somebody knows something. We are in agony.
As we find out, one of the ransom notes after her mother was kidnapped from her Arizona home months ago reported that Nancy died.
The second note sent to media outlets in February following the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie is believed to have said she was, quote, buried with nature. It followed the first note that said she was safe and demanded a ransom of millions of dollars in cryptocurrency in return for Guthrie, who was the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. News outlets agreed to a request by law enforcement not to report on the contents of the notes while they investigated.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Iran is disputing what the U.S. is saying about the weekend talks in Switzerland, denying they agreed to allow nuclear inspectors into the country. But President Trump insists they did, adding they can't be allowed to have weapons.
If Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving, I will do what I have to do.
Over the next 60 days, they'll be resolving Iran's nuclear program and the issues surrounding it while keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. With the initial agreement in place, millions of barrels of crude oil are leaving the Persian Gulf each day.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. Iran also insists today it can spend the money the U.S. unfreezes however it wants. But on Truth Social, the president posted this morning, funds the U.S. is releasing for Iran will be controlled by the U.S. and used to buy food and medical supplies exclusively from the U.S. It's primary day in Utah and Maryland and New York, where several socialist and progressive candidates are hoping to follow Zoran Mamdani's lead after he was elected socialist mayor of New York City.
We're doing that again, because this movement is unstoppable.
Claire Valdez has Mamdani's support, so do several others in races for seats in Congress. There are runoffs today in South Carolina, too. America's listening to Fox.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately. Broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you. All based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
A fugitive accused of fraud captured overseas. Ibrahim Hilmi, found in Turkey, facing charges he defrauded Medicare of $3.7 billion, days after another Medicare fraud fugitive was also arrested. A loss in court for the Trump administration, trying to block people from using food stamps to buy things like candy and soda.
Federal Judge Amy Berman Jackson in D.C. rules the Trump administration lacks the legal authority to allow the bans. 23 states have received permission from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to prohibit the use of SNAP benefits for sugary drinks, candy, and some prepared desserts. Recipients in 5 states sued, arguing they or family members rely on those products to manage health conditions like diabetes or allergies or for an energy boost during the day. The bans are overturned in the states where the plaintiffs live: Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia. The ruling says, in effect, there may be a genuine desire to improve households' health, but unhealthy food still falls under the legal definition of food approved by Congress when it established the SNAP program in 2008. Chris Foster, Fox News.
There is a sell-off brewing on Wall Street, especially in tech and chip stocks. Dow futures, they're down more than 200 points, but NASDAQ futures are down more than 900. The NBA draft is tonight, and hours before teams pick new players, a blockbuster trade.
The Miami Heat acquiring two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, who spent his entire 13-year career with the Milwaukee Bucks, along with Bobby Portis, in exchange for 4 players and a package of 3 first-round draft picks including the 13th selection tonight. The deal won't get completed until July 6th, so it's possible more players or even more teams could get involved. But the Giannis era that included one championship in Milwaukee is now over. Frank Lanza, Fox News.
At Soccer's World Cup, Lionel Messi made history, scoring both goals in Argentina's 2-0 win over Austria, giving him 18 in his World Cup career. That's more than anyone ever. France, Norway, and Algeria also won. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois already setting those records, as we mentioned. They say the state's experienced at least 147 tornadoes so far this year. It breaks the previous record of 142 set back in 2024. Illinois also leads the country in tornadoes, according to the data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Well, Champaign County Court administrators spent the weekend preparing for a new initiative aimed at reducing the local case backlog. That plan includes scheduling adjustments, expanded use of remote hearings, and streamlined case management procedures. They say the goal is shorten wait times for both civil and criminal cases. 2 people dead after severe weather hitting Jefferson County in downstate Illinois. Storms rolled through the region this weekend. Authorities say 2 people died after 2 homes destroyed near Dixon, Mount Vernon. 5 other people were sent to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. It's a record year for tornadoes in the state. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Okay, thank you, Jim Miller. Hour 2, I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Morning.
Meteorologist Greg Solier, always with his brilliance in the meteorological world. We appreciate him. And the basketball world with Dusty May out of the Big Ten is a good thing. I'd be okay if Matt Painter retired. I'd be okay if Tom Izzo retired. I'd be okay. Ben McCollum at Iowa could be a problem, too.
Right. Well, they said that people are talking. Is he going to bump up to Michigan?
I mean, not now. They got their coach. It's an interim because they'll have plenty of time to lure anybody they want, probably, with the money. Not Brad Underwood. He said, why would you mess with Happy? That's good news.
Awesome.
There you go.
We got our guy.
Perfectly stated.
Yep. So, so we really prefer that Fred Hoiberg, another really good coach. So I'm kind of rooting on their retirements very soon. So
on the text line, Rick was just texting in. We were talking about fireworks and our dog, and he has a 61-pound or 6-pound Yorkie poo, it looks like, and scared of not only fireworks but the rain and thunder.
Oh, yeah.
And that gets into the Greg area. I suppose if you see it coming, just like with other things, is there a way to give them some kind of peanut butter-filled treat, Kong or whatever, and try to distract them in that way if you know that there's bad weather coming?
I would know right from the get-go because the dog, Kramer, at the time, had a Jack Russell Terrier. He'd come up to my office, cower down under the desk here and ride out the thunder and lightning and all that. Did not like that or fireworks at all,
Yeah, and again, normally you have a Kong with peanut butter. That has interest for dogs. We're just different. I've had the German Shepherds in my life, the Goldens, the White Goldens, and now we have Morkies, which are 7 pounds, and they look at you and they go, "Excuse me, I ordered ribeye." I mean, you can't have the New York strip 2 nights in a row.
I see.
It has to mix. I mean, we had this last night. I told you I don't like it 2 nights in a row. So chicken,
and they both want to drive and sit on the passenger side front seat, right? They don't want to be in the back at all, correct?
Our dogs just kind of, if it's a road trip, they'll just kind of hibernate.
I see.
We when Lovey took that 55-hour trip with Janet years ago to Vancouver, they went through national parks and everything. They thought Lovey went in a coma. Hello, Nugget. Hey, yeah, okay, we're up. I mean, she really goes deep sleep on the drives.
I see.
So you kind of have to wake them up to go to the bathroom. They just are really good travelers. It's really good.
Good.
But the shaking and the thunder and it's just so sad because Lovey shakes. She just shakes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, because there's not much you can do. They feel everything. Doggies know this stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
They really
Absolutely.
do. They really got that going on.
Well, and the animals, I hear about the cows and their joints hurt. So that's why when the barometric pressure drops, that they end up, kind of laying down in the pasture. Have you ever heard that, Greg?
No, I haven't. No. I mean, I've heard the human impact of that, but not cows. So.
Well, what about Dr. Tom Plura, our friend, on Facebook the other night putting in fence posts? He's bringing in 100,000 cattle.
Oh, really?
Isn't 100,000 like a lot?
That's a ton.
That's a lot. That's a city. That's a city of cattle.
That's a lot of meat right there.
It was a big area. Yeah, you can't get them in all the barn. They just kind of be outside all the time.
Wow.
Anyway, wasn't Twister? You had a flying cow in one scene.
I know.
John that's Paxson. Not real.
I think it was real cow.
And then when that tanker went right over there.
Yeah.
Right when
that was real. Yeah, right?
Christine will like to watch that. I walk in, I roll, leave.
Okay.
Any weather movie's probably not real good.
No, not quite up to snuff.
Because you know
unless
too
it's
much
like,
about
National Geographic on Katrina or something.
Right. Then you have actual video of the stuff.
There you go.
Our weatherman is meteorologist Greg Soye, brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And we've got neighborhood night supposedly tomorrow night. Let's hope it happens. The past couple of weeks, we've bumped it to the Thursday night rain date to make it happen. But tomorrow is Keith Harden, a Unity graduate. He's coming to Victory Park. That'll be awesome to introduce him between 6:30 and 8. Free popcorn and lemonade. You bring your lawn chair out. UrbanaParks.org for details on neighborhood nights.
All right, sir. What say you? Looks like a nice day today.
Yeah, and then we got to kind of keep an eye on the wet stuff around here tomorrow evening. We'll keep you posted. None of these systems looking to have the ferociousness of recent storms in the span of just repeating severe weather, kind of leading the pack in the nation on the outbreaks, especially as it applies to tornadic activity. And that's just some years the way it goes here in the midst and right on the northern and eastern apex of at least the traditional tornado alley. We do have a couple of showers and thunderstorms out west of Balto, Sioux City, and Omaha this morning, but nothing around here. Just a couple of patches of mid-level cloud out the door this morning at 64 at Willard and Savoy. Later on today, still a bit on the cool side for a June 23rd. Sunshine and 75 with a light north wind. Down tonight to a low of 54 and a fair sky. Increasing cloudiness for the day tomorrow. There may be a stray shower late in the day with a high around 79 with a light southeast to south wind. Then about half to maybe 2/3 of the area. I'll get into a couple of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm tomorrow night. That'll be all before midnight, unfortunately timed out. Wish we could push it after midnight. Low down to 61. And for the day on Thursday, partly sunny, 50-50 crack, and a couple of showers, thunderstorms scattered both morning and afternoon at 82. Better than even odds. Back in for Friday at 78. But then here comes summertime. Oh, you wanted heat and humidity. It's going to come in a hurry here. 83. We can manage that with a lingering thunderstorm chance with a northbound warm front Saturday. Sunday, getting close to 90. Monday, making 90. Tuesday, Wednesday, next week, making 90 to 95. Monday overnight lows down into the 70s. Good old late June, early July weather here beginning next week. For Stevie D Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solye.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it very much. ESPN 93.5. Tuesday, all day to June 23 is where we are, if that means anything to you. We're on grandchild watch, ready to go to Chicago when Nathaniel and Allison let us know that a baby's about to be born. Excited about that. I go to Lutheran General. Anybody know Lutheran General in Park Ridge?
Okay.
The home of Hillary Clinton. Mm-hmm. And the late, great Bill Melberg, my political satirist for so many years on radio. All right. So we have the big sports news overnight. And yesterday morning about 9:30 is when I got the news that Dusty May is leaving Michigan. It's a big deal with such a tremendous coach leaving a really good program.
Leaving Michigan to coach the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep, and Cooper Flagg, who's the same age as Keaton Wagler.
Right.
Think about that.
Both 19.
Yeah, that's pretty stunning, actually.
An absolute mammoth splash on the eve of the NBA draft, on the eve of Yaxel Lendeborg, Adai Mara, and Morez Johnson Jr. all getting picked after Michigan's incredible season. Dusty May, according to Pete Thamel of ESPN, is heading to the Dallas Mavericks to take over as the Mavericks head coach. Look, for Dusty May, the opportunity to coach Cooper Flagg and coach his ascendants throughout the NBA with Dallas's setup, that obviously was alluring to him, but this is quite the move. This is a bombshell in the basketball world because you're coming off of a dominant, all-time, historic season at Michigan. The Wolverines are positioned to be one of the nation's best again. And Dusty May, who a lot of people talked about, he's got a future in the NBA. I think many of us thought, hey, it'd be, 4 to 6, 5 to 7 years. He is heading to the Mavericks to take over in the NBA now. This news comes in June, so a college coaching vacancy in late June. The Michigan Wolverines, one of the best programs in America heading into the season, Elliot Cadeau back to lead the Wolverines. They are now looking for a head coach. Absolute shocker. I'm stunned.
John Fanta, play-by-play guy. They got their coach, interim Mike Boynton.
Yes.
Who ironically took over for Brad Underwood when Brad left after a year at Oklahoma State to come to Illinois. Mike Boynton was on his bench.
Okay. And
took over, so he's been around a while. But the problem with that kind of a deal is that, we should have got that. Why do you leave it? Because you stumble, and most teams stumble at some point. And we got to get a real coach,
Yeah.
I don't think Mike Boynton might get the respect he deserves, perhaps. All right, it's 8:15, sports headlines.
Well, the Milwaukee trade to the Heat are Giannis, of course, but Kasparas Giacochonis is in this deal.
There's a bundle of players Miami's sending, plus Milwaukee gets like 3 first-round picks. I mean, they gave up a lot. Now, can they win a title, which is the point? Giannis is only 31, but he's been in the league 13 years. I don't know. I'd put a pile of money. I mean, it's going to be a
blockbuster deal.
50, 60 million a year or something.
That's right. I also want to make sure I'm getting the St. Louis Cardinals win in as we check out our Redbird recap.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
Last night at Busch Stadium, the Cardinals got a run in the third and then 2 in the fourth inning. Nathan Church scored the first run of the night in the third, and he drove in a big run the Cardinals needed as the Cardinals beat the Diamondbacks 3-2.
Kelly again working from the windup with a man on third base, and there's a broken bat hit into left field. The bat goes flying into the camera well as Nathan Church, on the first pitch he sees, loses a bat but gains an RBI. It's 3-0 St. Louis.
Church going 2 out of 3. He had a stolen base, an RBI, and a run scored. And a 2-hit night for J.J. Weatherholt as the Cardinals improve their record to 42-34. They've won 11 of the last 17. The win to Andre Palante, 9-4. 3-2 Cardinals. Tonight it's Kyle Leahy making the start for the Redbirds. We're on the air at 5:50. I'm John Rooney.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cubs had some bad weather in New York, preventing them from playing. So tomorrow will be a doubleheader early in the afternoon, and then after 6, I believe, it'll be a 6:40 start over on US 105.9 tonight against the Mets. Chicago White Sox with the 6:40 start as they have a series going on against Cleveland and came out on top 6-5 yesterday. College World Series with the winner-take-all Game 3. And Oklahoma University beat North Carolina 13-2 in that one. We're watching the World Cup, maybe from Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue. They've been having World Cup specials throughout the month. And USA and Turkey at 9 o'clock on Thursday. I can't say it with a straight face.
I can't say it. You're way ahead of me. We play Turkey.
I've been listening to the drive. Evan Stone is trying to say all these countries.
That's good. That's great.
Phonetically.
I'm just trying to.
Perfectly.
My attitude is I'm just not doing that now. When I reference you later, now called Turkey A.
Mm-hmm. From 2022 is when they started the rebranding campaign.
Well, okay, that's
Turkey.
great. I never heard. They never called me. I never heard about it.
Okay.
So to me, it's not in my venue. What my job is to help you know who we're playing.
Right.
People don't know who Turkey A is. They know who Turkey is. So we play Turkey, and it's still called the Sears Tower. Thank you very much.
Thursday.
It's Bombay, not Mumbai. Okay. Let's get the English straight here.
There we go.
8:19. Here's Greg.
DVD Broadcasting. I'm your host, Greg Soldier. Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana has had a nice day's worth of weather for today. Increasing rainfall chances heightened over Thursday and Friday. It's a northbound warm front, heat and humidity, and a more typical early summer feel around here beginning Sunday, lasting the better part of next week. Enjoy the pleasant weather today. Mostly sunny and 75. Light north wind, fair, cool tonight, 54. Of our increasing clouds. Small chance for a shower late in the day. The high at 79 to 80. Down tomorrow night to 61. Couple of showers and thunderstorms through the early to mid-evening hours, and then Thursday partly sunny. Couple of showers and thunderstorms are likely both morning and afternoon. They'll be scattered. The high around 82. Better than even odds at rainfall back in for Friday with a high near 78 degrees. Then on Saturday, lingering thunderstorm chance early and late. That's a northbound warm front at 83, and here comes the heat and humidity Sunday through at least mid next week with a high near 88 on Sunday. On Monday, the weather getting going into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Overnight lows muggy in the 70s.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are skidding with investors back to concerns about artificial intelligence spending. SpaceX is expected to borrow significantly $20 billion in bonds. Analysts at CFRA are recommending investors sell SpaceX shares. Also, investors expect the Federal Reserve to take more aggressive action to tackle inflation. Crude oil prices have pulled back. Brent crude at $77. West Texas Intermediate at 73. Delta CEO Ed Bastian tells Fox Business's Maria Bartiromo that bookings continue to be resilient. Higher airfares to deal with fuel prices have not impacted demand. He says lower income consumers are pulling back, but that generally is not Delta's customer. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When time matters, proximity counts. And now you have more options than ever. Fly Champaign-Urbana and start your trip on schedule. With American Airlines and beginning soon, new service on United Airlines. Connect through Chicago or Dallas to business centers across the country and around the world with flights available to book today. Be efficient, be connected, be home sooner. Fly Champaign-Urbana, Willard Airport.
The Village of Tolono, Cam's Automotive, Philo Exchange Bank, and Central Illinois Cars and Carts are presenting Tolono Fun Days this weekend at Westside Park. On Friday, the 5K steps off at 6, the golf cart parade at 8, and the new drone show right around 9. Saturday's parade starts at 11. The bands, the attractions, including a zip line and extreme bounce pad, plus the fireworks at 9:15. Keep up on Facebook with Tolono Fun Days or visit TolonoFundays.org.
Yep, coming up.
Oh, yeah, my hometown fun.
First time Diana's volunteered for that this year.
I mean, actually, it was in single digits of my life. I remember getting ready for the parade. I mean, It started, we were really building up steam in the bicentennial years, and we're so excited about America. And here it is, 250.
250.
So let's go.
Let's go. All right, 823 ESPN 93.5. Good to have you listening. Happy for Keaton Wagler. A millionaire in less than 11 hours. 1 million. I think he'll get, if he's in the top 10, his whole deal is going to be over $30 million. Cooper Flagg, 2 years ago, got $59 million for being the number one pick. 59. Now that's, over the course of time, but there is a story out. Jim sent this, 217-359-2255, Fisher National Bank text line, that the reports are free agent guard Al DeSumo intends to sign a 5-year deal to remain in Minnesota.
Oh.
How about $112 million?
Oh, wow. I just looked up the
set an alarm to call the UVI Foundation. Make sure they know about IO. Guess what? They know about IO. The deal, which includes a player option for the 5th year, made possible after the Timberwolves traded Julius Randle to the Brooklyn Nets.
Uh-huh.
So IO Will that be the biggest Illinois contract ever?
That's a big one.
Trying to think, this will be the biggest contract ever because when Nick Anderson and all those guys played, it was like simply millions.
Right.
Not $112 million.
Right here on what's happening tonight for the NBA draft, it says top tier lottery pick Illinois guard Keaton Wagler projected to be selected in the 5 to 7 range would earn an estimated $6.5 to $7.3 million in his rookie year.
Right, but the package. There'd be a $25 million signing bonus.
Mm-hmm.
They just have that. It's all structured.
Right.
You can look up what does the number 6 pick in the NBA draft earn because there's a standard. The 1 gets this much, the 6 gets this much, the 12 gets. I mean, it's all standardized.
Okay.
And then you might have bonuses that vary, but he'll have a very large check to endorse in the coming weeks.
Right.
So that's very nice.
Yes, it is.
And do you go to the bank on that one, or do you have your people do that?
I have financial people. I'm talking with my parents since I'm 19.
But do you go to the bank, or do you simply wire it? In fact, frankly, at that point, the bank would come to you.
Right.
If you're talking about depositing millions of dollars, they'll come over. Heck yeah, they would.
Yeah, you're right. And these
different
problems that I have.
Different strategy. I was in the Busey Bank back in 1997, and standing behind me was Lon Kruger. Lon Kruger. Now, back then, I think Lon might have gotten, I don't know, $600,000 to coach Illinois.
Okay.
It wasn't massive. It was a lot for the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd already met him, knew him. I looked around and said, trade you.
As far as the check in hand to cash or whatever.
Yeah. I had my check. He had his. Let's go for it. You want to gamble, buddy? Let's see. Mine's big now. He didn't trade me.
No.
But he was...
it's wild thinking about standing in line at the bank to cash your paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean, how long has it been since we've done that maneuver? A 6 overall draft pick earns approximately $6 to $8 million per year.
Doesn't say a package.
No.
Okay. Because there's a rookie, what is a rookie thing, 4 or 5 years? So I guess if you take 6.5 times 5,
okay,
that's 30-some million.
Okay.
But there'll be a signing bonus.
Yes. It talks about the 4-year contract.
4-year. Okay. So that's
typically valued between 35 and 41 over the life of the deal.
Right.
But there's a rookie wage scale.
Yep.
That you can't negotiate these salaries.
But if 6.5, I think one could live on $6.5 million a year.
Yes.
I mean, again, depends on your entourage. I mean, really.
I don't know.
You understand.
Keaton Wagler just seems so down to earth and stuff.
The only human that probably can't spend that large sum of money in a day is now Elon Musk. It would be hard to spend $1 trillion. But you can spend $1 billion in a day. You need more than that if you buy a ball club. So Shad Khan, let's say he's $15 billion.
Yeah.
He could spend it in a day. You'd have to plan on it. You have to plan out the yacht and the 747. I mean, you've got to plan it. But you could get her done, particularly if you get into sports. You could have an NFL team, which he already has. You can get an NBA team, which he does not have. You can buy a baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Go buy the Chicago Cubs. That'd probably be $5 of the billion.
Mm-hmm.
So you could definitely get it going. So it's easy to spend, hard to get, and frankly, hard to keep.
Yeah.
Depends on your mindset. But anyway, congratulations to what appears, I've never met Keaton Wagler, but boy, did I like watching him play.
Right.
Just liked his composure. Very rarely, there were a couple of moments, very briefly, that he looked like he was upset. Like twice. Otherwise, remember they stole the ball from him in the Connecticut game in the Final Four? It was a mugging that the Indianapolis police didn't get there in time. Go look up on YouTube right now, Keaton Wagler having the ball stolen. The guy gives him a shoulder, grabs his arms, takes the ball. Keaton gets up and runs back on defense. Doesn't do anything.
Okay.
But it is a mugging. No foul. A little contact. It's stunning. Go look at that. We'll get your reaction coming up. 828.
Big job? Small job? One call does it all with United Rentals in Urbana. With the largest rental fleet in North America, United Rentals has the equipment, tools, and specialty divisions to keep your project moving. Need to buy instead? United Rentals sells new and used equipment, plus offers operator training and a wide variety of machines. United Rentals also inspects and repairs customer-owned equipment. United Rentals helps you get the job done safely, efficiently, and on time.
United Rentals, equipment, expertise, solutions.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Beautiful day. Greg says another nice day today, but then back to some rain we have to keep our eyes out on tomorrow night. Get that, of course, tomorrow's show. All right, 8:30, time for Fox News.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump posting 19 million barrels of oil flowed out the Hormuz Strait, an all-time record, and the world is a much safer place. As Vice President Vance returns from Swiss talks with a 60-day roadmap to peace, Iran will let in nuclear inspectors, and the U.S. will unfreeze some Iran deposits with a caveat, says Ambassador Mike Waltz on Fox.
Yeah, they unfroze some of them to keep Iran at the table, but guess what they're going to buy? They're going to buy American crops, American farmers, soybeans.
New reporting on the ransom notes in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance that after demanding millions in Bitcoin, one said she died after the abduction and was buried with nature. Daughter Savannah makes a new plea on NBC's Today Show.
I wanted to just take the opportunity to ask people to beg people to come forward. Somebody knows something. We are in agony.
America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Champaign County Court administrators spent the weekend preparing for a new initiative aimed at reducing the local case backlog. That plan includes scheduling adjustments, expanded use of remote hearings, and streamlined case management procedures. They say the goal is shorten wait times for both civil and criminal cases. 2 people dead after severe weather hitting Jefferson County in downstate Illinois. Storms rolled through the region this weekend. Authorities say 2 people died after 2 homes destroyed near Dixon, Mount Vernon. 5 other people were sent to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. It's a record year for tornadoes in the state. Illinois already setting those records, as we mentioned. They say the state's experienced at least 147 tornadoes so far this year. It breaks the previous record of 142 set back in 2024. Illinois also leads the country in tornadoes, according to the data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. Weather this morning with meteorologist Greg Solier, and brought to you by Route 45 Wayside in Pisodum. Sunday Fun Day featuring the Tom Grassman Band.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yes, I do.
Can he play?
Very talented.
Okay, cool. Tom Grassman Band, Route 45 Wayside, Sunday afternoon for Sunday Fun Day, 1 to 4. Route 45 Wayside off Route 45, in Pisodum. All right, here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather for today. Increasing rainfall chances heightened over Thursday and Friday. It's a northbound warm front, heat and humidity, and a more typical early summer feel around here beginning Sunday, lasting the better part of next week. Enjoy the pleasant weather today. Mostly sunny and 75. Light north wind, fair, cool tonight, 54. Of our increasing clouds. Small chance for a shower late in the day. The high at 79 to 80. Down tomorrow night to 61. Couple of showers and thunderstorms through the early to mid-evening hours, and then Thursday partly sunny. Couple of showers and thunderstorms are likely both morning and afternoon. They'll be scattered. The high around 82. Better than even odds at rainfall back in for Friday with a high near 78 degrees. Then on Saturday, lingering thunderstorm chance early and late. That's a northbound warm front at 83, and here comes the heat and humidity Sunday through at least mid next week with a high near 88 on Sunday. On Sunday and Monday, the weather getting going into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Overnight lows muggy in the 70s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Since 1954, Carter's Furniture has been more than just a place to shop. It's been a destination. Step into over 40,000 square feet of beautifully crafted furniture, featuring the finest names like Smith Brothers. Pieces built to last for generations. Carter's has something to fit your lifestyle and your budget. Carter's is the only furniture store in Central Illinois with professional interior designers ready to help you bring your vision to life. Quality, service, selection, all unmatched. Experience Carter's Furniture at the corner of University and Cunningham in Urbana.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
I think I could sum up some of these texts.
Okay, 217-359-2255, Fisher National Bank text line. Okay.
You know, Iran is evil. Was it a massive, massive mistake? When it's all done, Iran nuclear deal, the Obama nuclear deal that Trump pulled out of in his first term.
Obama nuclear deal was giving them money and trying to buy their way out. They couldn't build a nuclear for like 10 years, but they were still going to build a nuclear and move toward it. Keep in mind, they lie. They've been lie all the time. And Hakeem Jeffries, I don't blame you for believing it. Hakeem Jeffries says Iran is stronger than they were. When that's simply not the fact. If they have no air defense, they have 135 boats that have been sunk. They have no planes. They have no defense. So, no, what we did...
Who's in charge?
Exactly. I don't know. I think they're having a real struggle with that because their top 100 people are dead.
Well, who are we negotiating with?
There again, several people.
Okay.
Several people. And I think there's the hard line people, the Revolutionary Guard people, that would take a bomb and blow people up, that kind of radical. Yeah, I think it's very confusing who's in charge, but they don't tell the truth anyway. So I've always said, well, what kind of deal are you making? Because they don't follow through. You can look through 47 years of that.
Mm-hmm.
But what do? Well, you put them back. I mean, if they can't really make a nuclear anything right now, the dust is buried in the mountain, and they were tipping these missiles that could purportedly reach, certainly Israel and around the Middle East. So, worst cases, they've set back at least, a decade? I think it might be whack-a-mole. Well, here, Pop, I hit that one now.
Right.
And because they just keep coming back. If your theology is you die, then they just keep going.
And why are we poking the bear, though, Steve?
Because they were about to bomb people with nuclear-tipped missiles.
Okay.
That's what Donald Trump and his administration, I don't know that.
Okay.
But if that's the case, would you wait for them to go ahead and shoot the missile, then hit them, or let all those people die and don't do anything?
Gotcha.
So you knew and you didn't do anything, right?
And then there was the, we were mentioning Chicago and the violence over the weekend, starting with Juneteenth through Sunday, and the statistics that we were seeing. And then it was brought up about Louisiana and Mississippi and other communities, and whether there's Democratic
name a city,
running.
Name a top 15 city that is run by a Republican. I'm not sure there is one. Maybe Dallas. I'm not sure who's running Dallas.
Well, Johnny being down in New Orleans was brought up, and that's a Democratic mayor there.
All the cities are democratically controlled. That's just the fact. There's a woman who's now in charge. There was a worse woman before that, I think. She wasn't very good, and now they have another woman Democrat. And if they're going to be a sanctuary city, and most of the big cities are sanctuary cities, that means you don't arrest the criminals that are illegals. And the man who concocted this, let's kill all the people at the UFC fight at White House, he's a dreamer. He came here illegally. Obama named him a dreamer, and he was the guy planning these sharpshooters.
Yeah,
blow up the drones, force the people into an area, kind of a corridor, and shoot them.
I couldn't believe
that's what the plan was. They've arrested 2 more this morning, so 7 arrested in that one.
Man.
So when you're dealing with a culture of death, that you have to die part of the agreement, and Israel has to completely not exist. And there's just more anti-Jew than there ever has been in my lifetime. It's stunning how anti-Jew people are right now. What are you doing?
Right.
Are you anti-black? Are you anti-what? What's Asian? Anti-Asian? We don't do that. It's just, we've gone so radical. Now the progressives, Mondami's out there promoting a congresswoman who says even the criminals shouldn't be arrested. We have to abolish ICE. This whacked out Democratic candidate from Texas who's running for Senate wants to open the border completely and let everybody in. It is just doesn't make sense. You know there's cause and consequence. Don't you know what happens when you release criminals and they take over? And you're afraid, like everything else, you're nervous to do anything. So Iran is not stronger. They are much, much weaker. What we'd love is to change out the radicals to some more moderates that are willing to live with Israel and us. And I'm sure the Middle East would love that if you can do it.
But it's all what you consume and your algorithms and what you're clicking on is what you're going to get fed. And who can believe it these days? And so many media agencies are just doing kind of a clickbait story because they want to have the clicks so they can sell advertising. And it's just a death spiral. I just hate where we're at.
Do you know that
we can't trust our journalists these days for an accurate story?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know her?
Yeah.
She just stepped down.
Yeah.
She's director of national intelligence, and she released all this stuff. Have you heard anything about all that? Anthony Fauci lied under oath.
Anthony Fauci stuff.
Now, he got a pardon. I want to ask Ed Martin if he's on tomorrow, who's our pardon attorney for Donald Trump. Can you say you have a pardon? Don't you have to say for what? You have a pardon for murder? I mean, it says you're pardoned. For what? How can you blanket a pardon?
And that came in right at the last minute, too, from Biden, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his attorney really wanted Fauci pardoned, but for what?
Right.
Again, does that mean, there must be fine print. You can't kill anybody, right? I don't know. I'm just saying, usually it says for this and this and this because it's political attacks, he's pardoned. Pardoned for what? So Anthony Fauci clearly broke the law. Tulsi Gabbard reveals that Adam Schiff worked with deep staters on knowingly false grounds to impeach Donald Trump in 2019. It's always the right time to expose the truth to the American people about the deep state tactics. Shouldn't we know? Did Adam Schiff work with people on the inside? Did it have a reason Nancy Pelosi went after Donald Trump and impeached him twice? I mean, you can't politicize and criminalize the inside government, which it's why they call it the swamp. I think the algae is actually apropos. It's got the inside deep state. You got the reflecting pool. It's got algae.
Right.
And why would people be down there with posters and say, go algae? That's what we're dealing with mental health.
Oh my goodness.
There are people with T-shirts that said, we're rooting for the algae. What do you have going on today, honey? Do you have any plans today? There are like 3 people down there with posters that were rooting for the algae. What kind of life do you have? That's your day?
You touched on the Jewish population. There's a text in about voting Democratic and in the Jewish population.
It's just been back in the day. I think that the people thought there's more heart in the Democratic Party, but the old time Democrat is absolutely buried in the progressive left woke wing of the party. I think it'd be very healthy to have about 4 parties, and you could weed everybody out of the wacky. I mean, you have 2 parties, right? You could have wackos on both sides, but most of them are on the left right now.
Well, it mentions 7 million Jews in America. 85% of them vote progressive Democrats.
I don't get it.
Social,
I don't understand that.
Right.
I don't. You know, Donald Trump has been an amazing friend for Israel when he's had his 2 terms here in office.
Okay, so then we can pivot to Darren Williams and his deal.
Did he get 160?
That's.
Okay, D. Will got 160.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right.
Okay, so that'll be number 1, and it'll be hard to beat that.
Because we were talking about the NBA draft, obviously, with Keaton Wagler going up as an expected top 10 lottery pick tonight.
You know, and if Io gets 112, because again, you can go Eddie Johnson. He played for 17 years.
Yeah.
They just didn't pay like that. You know, back in the 80s, you didn't see that kind of money. Michael Jordan made, in the 90s, at least in the early 90s, made $2 million a year.
And that seems so high then.
Well, $2 million in the 90s, but Michael got $45 million in endorsements.
Right.
So there was that, and Tiger had $45 million in endorsements before he hit a golf shot. They knew he was going to be great. I don't think anybody guessed that great.
Wow.
So anyway, it's just all scaled up. I mean, Brian Cardinal got, I think, a $35 million deal in the pros, didn't he? Did he win a ring? Unity's Brian Cardinal. I think he got $35 million on his big deal. That's amazing, and it's great, and we're rooting for you. Good going. I mean,
sure.
Somebody has to pass the rookie deal to get Darren Williams money.
On Brian, it says net worth of 10 to 15 million. In his 12-season NBA career, he earned around 38 million gross salary.
That's pretty darn good, and he deserved it. He was Citizen Payne. He went to Purdue, unfortunately.
He went to Purdue.
But I don't know. I mean, that's Gene Katie wanted him. And there were moments that were kind of rocky when he was at Purdue because he didn't want a red shirt, and they wanted a red shirt, and he kind of left campus, and he kind of went back. I mean, it was a little bumpy early. Mm-hmm. But, boy, did he turn out to be a star.
Yeah.
And you can't find a better family.
What a great family.
Cardinal family.
Tolono and the basketball court on Eastside Park named after, and Mr. Cardinal, I can't think of his name now.
Rod.
The trainer, thank you. Was in charge of our park district for a chapter there in the 90s too. So
that's a good family.
It was terrific.
All right, 8:45.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize the used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit BergTanksInc.com. Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Plus, get up to a $1,000 rebate on select Shaw floors, including the Pet Perfect carpet and flooring collections. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs with your furniture purchase and buy it all with 2 years financing. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event is going on now at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution, subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC, member FINRA, SIPC, MSTC, and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Saturday, mostly sunny, pleasant days worth of weather ahead, up to 75 this afternoon. Light north wind. Night fair cool down to 54. Light northeast to east wind. Our increasing cloudiness. Small chance for shower late in the day. Highs up near 80. Light southeast to south winds will prevail. Tomorrow night, couple of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Low down to 61. And even Steven odds 50-50 on the shower and thunderstorm chances both morning and afternoon. On Thursday, partly sunny. Highs up to 82. Winds will turn back into the north. Showers and thunderstorms are likely Friday. Batch in the morning, batch for the afternoon. The high near 78. Lingering thunderstorm and shower chances. Partly sunny for the day on Saturday. That's the northbound warm front at 83 there. Here comes heat and humidity. Sunday through the at least mid stretch of next week. Partly cloudy on Sunday up to 88 there. 90 with a hot and humid Monday. And low to mid 90s for Tuesday. 80s and muggy overnight lows down into the 70s. Heat index values past 100. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Plus, get up to a $1,000 rebate on select Shaw floors, including the Pet Perfect carpet and flooring collections. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs with your furniture purchase and buy it all with 2 years financing. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event is going on now at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
Jesse Stevens with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. One of the most common questions we hear is, why does this line keep backing up? Clearing the drain fixes the symptom, but there's often an underlying issue. At Lands, we clear the line, then run a camera to help confirm what's behind the problem. You decide what to do next with confidence. Call 355-5512 for Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust, fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Balfour! Blue, timeout. Bobby, what's the dealio? You've watched 3 straight batters.
Skip, I bought my wife a kitchen package of appliances, and I just realized I got them from a store that doesn't have a service department.
Oh, for the love, Bobby. I'm going to have to go to the pen, bring in Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey guys, Bobby, when you go shopping for a new appliance, you need to buy from a store that has service.
That's Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
At Dick Van Dyke, we have our own certified techs to take care of any issues that pop up after the sale is over.
Kinda like a closer to seal up the win?
Exactly.
I can feel the stress leaving my body, Skip.
Now you're leaving the game, Bobby. Paul, you're in.
Okay.
Next time, leave the hot dogs in the dugout.
But they're just too good, Skip. Wow.
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We stand behind what we sell. We offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
All righty, we are done for the day. Don't forget the drive this afternoon. All kinds of Dusty May there, along with Giannis moving from Milwaukee to Miami in a
That's
big
right.
NBA move.
And Keaton Wagler.
Keaton Wagler going to be a millionaire in a few hours.
That's
Happy for him and his family. But yeah, I'll be trying to watch that one.
Me too.
All right. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That is Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you very much. Talk tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Have you been to Pards in Urbana? Well, you need to go to Pards in Urbana. Here's what people are saying. Great customer service, friendly staff. They treat you like family. I love Pards. I was very impressed. Great service, very neat store. I was greeted and asked if they could help me. That's why you should go. Check them out. It's Pards in Urbana. They're between University and Maine. It's on Maple. Pards in Urbana, or visit pards.com. Pards.com.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Fighting Illini football family flex plans are on sale now. Get 3 games bundled under one plan, including home opponents UAB or SIU, Oregon, and Nebraska or Iowa. After selling out season tickets 2 years in a row and the most wins in back-to-back seasons, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Lock in your tickets to the biggest games of the year under one affordable bundle, the Family Flex Plan, at fightingillini.com.
This summer, as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. With MLB action, golf, or exciting World Cup soccer, Circus Sports has it all. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning, they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these Orange Comfort Clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. Truth is in seeing it.
Yeah.
We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.